So he came out of the start. That is a big pile of shit behind me, in case you were wondering. Oh, and it stinks. Get with the programme, Carla, you know. What a little bugger. Hi guys, we're just out for a little toddle. Thought you might want to come with us. I've got my shades on like a cool dude, or maybe just somebody who forgot to take their sunglasses off, who knows. So Vince and I have done some things that I've put together in this video. So the first one is we went to a cross-country clinic. That was at Ely Eventing Centre. The sun's come out now, so I don't look so ridiculous wearing my sunglasses. Anyway, we went to Ely Eventing Centre for a cross-country clinic with Tina. I think that's right. Tina is a fabulous instructor in the local region. Quite frankly, what she doesn't know about cross-country isn't worth knowing. So I will admit that for a long time I was terrified of her, but you know, a little bit of fear is healthy. And I had my first lesson with her just over a year ago, and it was a water and ditch clinic, and I came away thinking that makes so much sense, because like I said, she knows exactly what she's talking about, but there's no overcomplication of it. Everything she says makes sense, and she keeps it pretty simple. So her basic rule when we went on Sunday was good line, good canter, gives you a good jump. And you'll see from my videos, the only time we didn't get a good jump is when I either messed up the canter or I messed up my line. And for somebody who's obsessed, like I am, with the fact that I can't see a stride, having it simple like that really helps. So yeah, we had a great lesson. She worked us on lots of tricky lines, because obviously, you know, Vince and I are kind of just starting in novice. We're at novice level now. This is a level that I am totally out of my depth in. You know, I didn't ever think I'd get there. And so I'm learning, and so I have to go to these courses, I have to go on these clinics and absorb everything I can from them, so which is what I hopefully did. So we did lots of work on tricky lines. We didn't jump huge fences, it was more about us working through the right canter, the right line to get the right jump. One of the things she did each time was she strung fences together and made us think about how we were riding each line. And for me, that's so important, because it's all very well when you walk in a course going, oh yeah, I need to jump that roll top, I need to jump that, I need to do this, I need to do that. But that's not often the case, because not often then you're answering the question that the course builder has set you. And every jump on a course, on a cross-country course, they are asking you and your horse a question. And it is about answering that question. Being a course builder, she was able to sort of tell us why she was stringing those fences together, what the question was she wants us to answer. And for me, it kind of fills me with the confidence that when I walk a course, I can go, right, so I know what they're testing me there. I know that they want to see if I can take the correct line into that, because sometimes it can be like 3 fences together, and how you jump the third one is all reliant on that line you take to the first. And it's things like that which, as you go up the levels and you get to novice, etc., you aren't going to get away with the little errors that you might have got away with at 90 and possibly even 100. So, you know, Vince is very cheeky, as we will discuss later. And so for that reason, it's really important that I am on the ball, and when I walk a course, I know what the question is, I know how I'm going to ride it, and I know my line and my canter to get my good jump. So I hope you enjoy it. I will do a voiceover of things, of what's going on, because I think that'd be quite interesting to talk about what we were aiming to do, what we might not have done, and what we did do.
I'm feeling like time passed me by. That's why I'm sitting on my phone all afternoon. But who am I to even try to make a difference when the world is probably ending soon? Everybody's saying they're an individual, but all we do is try not to be invisible. We're doing dances, trying to find the love we never could. Wanna look at it a little more critical, cause we're the generation who can make the pillars fall. What are the chances? I'd say they're pretty good. I say they're pretty good.
I hope you enjoyed that and saw what we got from the videos there. And then I bring you on to the weekend just gone. And this has been one of those weekends where my feet did not touch the ground. Obviously, I work in the NHS and both me and my husband were really, really busy. And I finished the night shift on the Friday night. And I got a phone call from someone saying, "Oh, Carla, why aren't you at Little Downham?" And I was like, "I don't know. I didn't know I was supposed to be a Little Downham." And they said, "No, you're definitely showing on the entry list as Little Downham and your dressage is in 10 minutes. I live an hour away. So anyway, I quickly phoned round and I found out that it was a training day and I didn't need to do the dressage. So I quickly grabbed Vince in from the field and drove like a maniac to Ely, ran around the cross-country course, and they fitted me in at the end to do a metre, 100 centimetres, show jumping and cross-country. I know. And actually, I think it suited me that way because I wasn't nervous at all. Maybe I should just do that all the time. It's like, no, actually, no, Carla, do not do that all the time. That would be a really, really, really bad idea. yeah, the show jumping, as you can see, we jumped nice clear. There are parts of it which make me want to claw my own eyes out because it just frustrates me that I'm still riding like that. But there are parts of it also which are really, really nice. You know, he doesn't find 100 centimetres particularly big. And so, you know, there's always going to be areas of it where, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm not as concentrated, or he's not as concentrated as we should be. Then we set off around the cross country, and I'm glaring at him a little bit now because he had his naughty head on. Is a big pile of shit behind me, in case you were wondering. Oh, and it stinks. Anyway, so he came out of the start box and he was so inattentive and just like, so he was kind of like, oh, what's that over there? What's that over there? Oh, there's a jump. Oh, what's going on over there? Oh my God, there's another bloody jump. And it was a kind of bit like that. And hindsight, I should have shaken him up to the bridle and said, come on, mate, get on with it. But I kind of didn't. And I was kind of very passive. So we jumped the first three and we came down to the fourth, which was a ditch to a skinny log on an angle, and he just came up to it and went, that, Mum, that is a horse eating ditch, not going near it. So I was like, nah, come on, let's jump it. He's like, no Mum, if we jump that, the monster will get us. I'm just going to stand over here and watch. So yeah, I couldn't get him to go near the ditch. He's jumped it before. He must have jumped it loads of times. But anyway, he was not for jumping it. And because it was a training event, we could go past it. So I thought, you know, I don't beat my horses up. I'm not keen on that sort of behaviour at all. And so I kind of thought, and also I thought, well, kind of my fault as well. Yes, he's naughty, but get with the programme, Carla, you know. So I went past it. We jumped the next one. We jumped an 80 fence after that because he was just completely off the bridle, off my aids. Then we had another couple of coffins actually, and he just took them on. And it was like a little switch had gone in his head, and he was like, yeah, let's do this, Mum. So he finished the course really, really well. I was really pleased with him for that. And as we came to the finish, my friend Sarah pulled up and said, the boss, that's Tina, says you've got to jump the first 4 fences again, and she's waiting for you at the ditch. Remember what I said at the start of the video about a little bit of fear being good for you? Yeah. So we flew over the first 3, got to the ditch, he pricked his ears, he didn't even hesitate, and he jumped it. What a little bugger. Anyway, hopefully we've got it out of our system, and for our first event, which is coming soon, we will be okay. Fingers crossed. If in doubt, apply a little go on. Bye.